Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, all of it. I honor it all, as long as it's our people knowing who they are. You understand what I'm saying?
So you don't call yourself a Moor, you don't know who you are?
I didn't say anything that you just said.
I'm just asking
you. You insinuating that I'm thinking.
No, I'm asking you like a question, yes or no.
I'm a descendant of the Moabites, yes.
Okay, so if you don't consider yourself a descendant of the Moabites, you ain't shit, and what you say isn't true. Is that correct?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I don't know if you understanding me well, but that's why I said this. I'm not here to teach understanding. I can only deliver the seed. Now, how you water it and what you research is up to you. That's just like if you give me something that I haven't heard of or nor do I know about, I wouldn't denounce it. Research it to the maximum fullest to get a clear understanding.
Berber and Hokan. If y'all don't know who Hokan is, that's the Hohokam people in Chaco Canyon in Arizona, Nevada, Colorado. So somebody said we are not Canaanites. Somebody block him. Block that goofy. Get up out of here. The whole prerequisite of the video was about the Canaanites. That's exactly what he said. Canaan is over here. That's what we know the truth. Just say it. These are the people who support him, but don't support him, by the way. Just up here running their mouth. But anyway, the Canaanite connection, we're going to prove to y'all that the Berber, Moors, and the Hokan language is the same, but the historical Indians do have no ties to the to the Mound Builders. Now let's get to the nitty gritty right quick. Let's get to the nitty gritty. So there's some research done down in Comocalco, right? It was a major Mayan port city. I'll show the source of the researcher who did this in 1 second. But let's go straight to the finds. This is an AD 700 city. Even in P10, a city Muhammad supposed to visit it. Let's go and find out what they found though. In 1977 and 78, a National Institute of Anthropology and History excavated the site and discovered that it was made up entirely of these bricks. And the site is huge. What they also found was that approximately 3% of the bricks had inscriptions on them on the inside. Let's go and find out what these languages was, y'all. So, in the study conducted by Mexican archaeologist Neil Steed, I spelled his name wrong earlier, Neil Steed of the National Institute of Anthropology In history, he discovered 3,671 bricks had inscriptions on them. Of these bricks, 2,129 had Mayan. Right? Where is it at? Had Mayan on them, but 499 other bricks were found to have completely out of place inscription. 13% of the bricks had Old World. It specifically says Old World inscriptions. Let's go read the languages. Arabic. This is in the Mayan pyramids, y'all. And remember, y'all, block that dude too. Block him too. Anybody that's talking stupid right now, block him. Okay, Arabic, Phoenician, Libyan, Egyptian. Remember the Egyptian stuff that y'all was just arguing about. Ogam, if y'all know what that is. Tifinagh, that is Berber. That is the same language they found in the mounds. Burmese and Pali-Burmese, these are all Asiatic Moorish nations, and their languages is found in the ancient pyramid in Mexico. But guess what language we don't find, y'all? We don't find Indian nowhere. We don't find it not one time. We don't even know if there's an Indian language. So hold on, I'm gonna close out with this right here. Where that joint at? Oh no, this ain't it. I think this is okay. Here it is right here. This is what I was going to show him before he got up out of here. And this is why I don't like him. This is why I don't like We Know the Truth, because he's a coward. He'll say one thing, and if you don't agree with it, and he'll run, and that's not research. You have to let people question your sources. We got to be able to sit up there and vet you to see if you know what you're talking about. You can't say something and that's the truth. That's not how research works. And that's how I know he never been to college. I have been to college, and I've graduated. So check this out. This is in Chicago, Illinois. This is not Arabia, y'all. This is not Jordan, Qatar. This is right in Chicago, my homeland. And what in the freak did I just read to y'all? What did I just read y'all about the languages they found? Arabic, Phoenician. Remember, he said Phoenician is from where? America. So these are the same people right here that I'm showing y'all. These are exact same people, bro. Y'all, this is not y'all culture. And we understand the government is behind this. I'm not stupid because I'm in my 40s and I've been around the world. I know the government is behind some of y'all Masons. It's easy to see because the government is against Moors because Moors are against LGBTQ and eating pork. And that's y'all pastime. A lot of y'all can't let it go. So we know y'all gonna be against a culture of cleanliness. But last but not least, what I'm about to show y'all, check it out. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna let y'all talk. Remember, I showed y'all the Indians in the grass. Y'all job is to show us where the hell is y'all technology and buildings at in history without the white man's sources? Because remember, the brother was up here arguing with us about sources.
Community. I've made multiple videos addressing issues within the Black American community.
Go ahead, Muhammad. Oh man, I think you was on here cussing me out before. You ain't the same Muhammad as.
I ain't the same Muhammad. My style different. I came in on the part when Spicy was talking about how, the delineation is important and the names and titles that we use for each other kind of become irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? The main focus being on to acquire where we at. And once we acquire where we at, then we move out from that point forward and reclassify and reclaim the world. The different, I would say, ideological points that everybody has, it gets argumentative because a lot of times we think we know something that somebody else don't know. But at the same time, if we respect an intelligence, everybody knows something. The big factor is that we need to, as a whole, you know what I'm saying, of indigenous people here in this land, be on one accord and be focusing on that one thing that matters. If tomorrow someone decided to put out an order for different people to come out and slaughter us, they would have no problem with doing it if they went and moved in silence. Everything we do it and we speak on it and we put it out in the forefront. Our adversaries look at it, decipher it, and then come back and use it on us. but a lot of us don't understand the actual reality. Treaties, laws, all things like that have been disrespected. The people who did it, they were just people. A lot of the things that they did to us, we didn't have the same concepts of doing the type of things that they were willing to do. We know our adversary now. We know the enemy now. We know the scopes. We know the depths. So right now, it would be most appropriate to acknowledge the adversary for who and what the adversary is, to know the scope and the type of thinking that the adversary would do. That whole COVID thing, when they did that, they were willing to kill off millions of people. So understanding who the adversary is, what the adversary is, and acting in accordance, I think that's more important than anything else. All the filler knowledge,
Thank
you know what I'm
you,
saying?
Devin.
Cool,
Thank
let's
you.
share that.
You know, I'm
We can
glad
share
that I was able to add that, Muhammad, and I'm glad that to we gonna get our shit together. What I think is we need to essentially do a couple of things. I think we need to identify common heritage and lineage with each other, Black people, brown people, melanated, copper, whatever. We need to create inclusive narratives. We need to build intergroup dialogue and trust, develop a collective identity and voice, leverage cultural and spiritual connections, engage in strategic alliances, emphasize our rights to land and heritage, promote education and awareness, respectfully, of course, coordinate nonviolent resistance. I don't know about that. Fuck all that. But we need to foster resilience and cultural revival, and basically just have that mutual respect and strategic collaboration. And that requires, like I said, removing ourselves from all these misnomers and not thinking that we know everything and thinking that we're all right about everything. And I'll land right there because I'm going to have to get
Thank
up
you
out
so
of
much,
here.
Spicy. Hey, you the best moderator in homegirl.
You ain't even make me a goddamn mod.
You is a mod. Go ahead and bot somebody. You is a mod. Comment. Go on and leave a comment right now.
No, I really don't think I am, though, for real, for real.
You is.
I don't
Just comment. Go ahead and leave a comment right now so you can see. I modded you.
Oh shit. Well, you got it. Well, when you do it though, when you hit you have to hit the settings and put where I can add and remove guests.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
for
you gotta hit that mark. But yeah, I think we're gonna be all right. I'm glad that we're even having these conversations. Like, let's start there. I know things can get a little hot. That's why we need that feminine energy to balance out all this masculine. But I think we all came together. We made great points. I think we need to continue having conversations. But like I said, we just need to remove the labels and focus on the end goal. We all have a common end goal, and we all have a common lineage and bloodline. Whether we have different spiritual practices or religious practices, that's here nor there. But the blood and the goals are the same. So I think that's just what we got to focus on, and, just chill, y'all. We got to chill. We got shit to do. We can't be up here acting like Africans doing tribalism with each other. Like, we can get to that after we get our shit back. But until then, that's what we got to do.
Appreciate that. I got another guest up here before I let other people talk. Baltimore was up here before You Blue response, so I'm gonna let Baltimore to introduce herself. Then we're gonna come right to You Blue response. My bad.
What it is, yo. You feel me? I just want to say, you feel me? We Moors, man. It's plain and simple. You feel me? You feel like you're a Native American, or you feel like your peoples is Indians. If your tribe ain't have a Sagamore, your tribe was docile. They wasn't fighting, so they was irrelevant in the first place. They was 9 times out of 10 signing the treaties that got us messed up now. Right. Sagamore and Sachem is basically the same word. I'm just saying that for the people that say, oh, my people's Native American, they Indians, they been here. Okay, 9 times out of 10, they was tobacco Indians. Tobacco Indians had sagamores in their tribes.
Baltimore, we just talked
Especially
about
in New
this.
England.
We just talked
No,
about
shorty, I'm
this.
just
We gotta
talking. I'm just
respect.
talking.
We
I'm
gotta
just
respect
talking.
what people
I heard you talk all
identify
day.
as. We
Okay,
have
I'm
to
just letting
respect
you
it.
know.
That's
Hey,
still your
Baltimore,
people.
Baltimore, hold up one quick, 1 second. We talking to you, us two, me and Spicy. Hey, say that to him one more time, Spicy.
I was just saying, Baltimore, we literally just talked about this. We have to respect what each other chooses to identify. We got to take our personal thoughts and beliefs about what we think somebody else should be called. You cannot make progress having that mindset. You cannot unify having that mindset. Some shit you gotta keep to yourself. You are a Moor. You identify with being a Moor, and I respect that, brother. At the end of the day, we all are still the same people, and we're still fighting for the same goal. So once again, we have to redirect our talking points and our energy to getting our shit back, okay? And that doesn't include discounting or talking about what other people within our group choose to identify as. It's not going
I'm
to
saying that Native Americans have sagamores. I'm not saying nothing about
That's
it.
what you're saying, Baltimore.
You can't claim the land without a nationality. Point blank.
Let me ask you this,
Exactly, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. They
Yo,
keep
Baltimore.
feeding around the bush with bullshit. You can't
Baltimore.
claim land without nationality, bro.
Say, brother, let me ask you this, brother. So,
I'm listening.
hold on, brother. Is LGBTQ a part of the Moorish?
No.
All right, then. So everybody not Moors. It's just that simple, brother. Easy. Everybody not Moors because we don't accept them, right?
I'm saying most of the people that's in this chat is Moors, bro, whether they want to be or not.
And some of these people could be LGBT, and you just said they're not Moors. So there you
Okay,
go.
I understand that perspective.
And I'm not even disrespecting people. I'm just saying that's what's amongst us. So you got to be conscious of what's around you. A lot of people know they're going to eat pork till they die. A lot of people know they're going to be banging dudes' buns. So it's like, what could you do about that? Oh, you still a Moor? No, I'm not. Because woo-de-woo. Right, so let's deal with that. And I'm glad you brought up the Sagamores, something that they don't know nothing about. And this is why we're having these debates, because we're giving them our information. We want to win debates. We don't want to teach these people who don't agree with us. So yeah, we got to stop doing that. Everybody's not with us. And I wanted to show this as well. I was really finna get into business on that dude. What his name is, we know the truth. But he's not no damn truth at all. He ain't had no truth at all. Let me get this information. Somebody, matter of fact, let Blue Response go in. My bad. Blue Response, what's good, yo?
What's going on?
Everything.
So what y'all talking about? You're indigenous to here with no evidence at all? Like you guys have no
Blue Response,
no
what is your
archaeological
race
evidence that backs that up?
Blue Response, what is your race and ethnicity? Where are you from?
Mexican.
Okay, so you don't have any qualms in this conversation. Why is you here?
What you talking about? This is
Go
American.
ahead,
You
go ahead.
I got it.
African.
I got it.
Go ahead
You
and
are
get him out of here.
African.
He's here to
Hold on.
African.
Let me ask him one question.
Okay?
Blue
It's okay to
Response,
be African. You don't have to hate
you.
yourself.
You got to show respect, and that's why we'll never get along with y'all. Y'all don't understand decorum. I'm gonna ask you one question, Blue Response. I want you to answer it. I'm gonna unmute you. You're unmuted, right? Are you a mestizo? Blue Response. Are you a mestizo?
I am mixed.
You a mixed?
I'm mixed, so I guess
All right,
that
goodbye.
would
I'm not gonna let you tell who the hell is here from here, and your ass. Get the fuck out of here. Somebody block him, please. If y'all.
He was down there trolling in the comments.
He don't even know Montezuma was a Moor.
Alas, but I want you to keep sharing your information, because even if people choose not to call themselves a Moor, they still can look at the historical facts you're bringing. So as long as you still open to people like listening and learning from you, like you gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of Moors, they be tripping and they want to attack people who don't claim it and all that. That's not the way to go if you trying to spread a message. That's for any group or any leader. Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Be respectful and like be willing to hear people out and willing to, push through with your ideologies as well as check yourself if you find out some shit you learned is wrong. You got to be interchangeable or whatever.
Right, I agree with that, and I'm one of the Moorish Americans. I'm adamant about going on these more channels that cause confusion and shutting them down. I've chased them down, Spicy. You just don't know it.
You know, that's where I met you at. You've been on next. That's why I fuck with you.
Yeah,
You know, I fuck with the bugs.
Yeah, anybody else want to go? Because matter of fact, don't go yet. Hold on, let me make one more point before I let Blue Response go. So this right here is a 400-year-old load of research right here, and it's from the Sacred Geographical Scriptural Maps in Oxford, England, 1671. Right, and like I said, I do my research. I love to read, man. I'm cold at this, and like I do not trust we know the truth research. So I want to go right here and show a source, 1671, and I'm gonna let that brother Blue go. Check this out right here. It says it right here.
Alas, we just talked about this. Can you give him a little slack after today? After you say what you got to say, please, because he really did try to like hear y'all out and respect everything, which I'm happy about that. I really want us to get somewhere. I don't want y'all to be beefing in these TikTok streets.
All right, yeah, we ain't gonna beef. I'm gonna let it go. So check this out, and this is from the Biblical Maps, and it talks about America on here as well. I love this book. I mean, this demonstration. It actually proves that we are from America, and this is a biblical narrative. So right up here, it breaks down. Where it says it right here? Let's just read that. The people of Arabia and other Mohammedans called him Classabee and his own subject. Right here it talks about Prester John. Remember, they always try to tie Prester John to the Indians. Remember, they'll say, oh, Greater India and West India, and they always try to connect Prester John to the Indians. But check this out, what this said. But is indeed the mightiest monarch of this world. Remember the Indian king in Chesapeake Bay. The people of Arabia and the other Mohammedans call him and his own subjects a CJ Nagus of the Abyssins or the Moors. So the king that the Indians claim is actually the king of the Moors, documented 500 years ago. So, like I say, I'm dropping source out the source, and I'm gonna let y'all go ahead now on, man. Y'all just go ahead and
Facts. That's what.
They like to live like that on purpose in Makoko. They like to be dirty. They like to be amongst filth. Like, you feel me? They even run you out or try to unlive you if you try to help and fix it. So
that makes sense because that makes sense because that like clutterness, that shit carries a certain energy with it, and you know what I'm saying, there ain't no good shit. But thank you. But yeah, what contributions
go listen to the
African
people? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yoruba are the wealthiest in Nigeria. If you go to Yoruba land, they got all the Mercedes, the Ferraris, all that. The Igbos hating when they say that on them people because they're not the dirty ones in Nigeria. I've seen them. They're the ones that got all the wealth and the money.
So
the big houses and all that.
Who live in Makoko? Who live in Makoko?
What's Makoko?
Are you sure about that with the Igbo? Because I know some people that's from the Hausa tribe and they live
like
real
that. They get
good.
money, bro.
They're actually considered like the rich ones in the Nigerians, the Hausa tribe. Have you ever heard of them?
The Hausa, they're more Islamic. Muslim.
What she talking about as far as money?
Yeah, they got money. I guess if that would go right. They Islamic.
Yeah. So
the Fulani have money too. They're Islamic.
Oh, okay. What contributions have Africa made that have helped civilizations? There is none. You know what's crazy, y'all? Like everybody that it's been like 20 people, 25 people that's answered this jump, and nobody has been able to say one thing when it comes to that question. That shit is crazy.
So you mean tell me that no African has invented something that hasn't been invented before?
Dang.
That's what you saying.
Well, I wouldn't like what I'm saying is like, okay, they might have invented like the style of walking buckets on their head, like being able to balance buckets on their head or something. I don't know, but it's like what I'm talking about is like stuff that the whole world is benefiting from.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That's what I'm asking.
No,
basically they invented the balance of the bucket on their head, but they haven't invented the bucket that's actually useful for the world because everybody might need a bucket, for hands.
That exactly.
Hey, they got a new. You gotta watch out for this claim though. They got a new claim they're gonna come with. They're gonna say coltan and cobalt. So they're gonna.
I've
coltan and cobalt.
We got that shit in
We
America.
already know we got cobalt.
We got that shit.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be able to.
A whole company that's called
the future.
Shit, I already debunked them. Yeah, I already debunked them when it comes to the minerals. Like when it comes to all of the Americas,
we got a lot of coltan in South America.
Yeah. Look, when it comes to North and South America combined, like all of it, we ship out, like we exported in 2023 20 something million, or 820 something million or billion. I think it's billion. Oh yeah, 820 something billion worth of minerals for the whole of Americas, and for all of Africa, they had only sold 294 billion worth of minerals that year. So they can't say nothing about it. And then when it comes to us getting cobalt from them, we exported 394 billion worth 394 million worth of cobalt in 2024, and we exported 420 something million worth of cobalt. So we didn't even need to go outside of America to get cobalt. And then the people that we actually buy it from, it's like Norway, Japan, and some other European place like Switzerland or some shit like that. But it ain't Africa. Like, we not the ones that's getting their cobalt. So they need to stop talking about that shit.
It's a source that shows that Africa is the least people that we get sources from.
Right.
Next backward state, they have the most arable land left for agriculture, but they import more food than anybody else.
Wait, say it again.
They have the most arable land left for agriculture, but they import more food than anybody else.
Right, exactly. Make it make sense. That's because you can't cultivate them that shit. Go ahead. My bad.
I don't like the fact that they make money off of crops that's not theirs. I don't think that's right.
Even corn is not theirs. We took the corn got there by some reason. Tobacco got there for some reason. They're not going to tell you how, but those are American products. So when ask them how they got tobacco and corn.
Can I chime in? Can I chime in, y'all?
What's up?
I don't mean to be rude. Good evening, everybody. I'm Deidre from Chicago.
How you doing, Deidre from Chicago? How you doing?
So I'm listening to y'all, and I decided I'm so sick and tired of all of this bullshit going on that I'm just furious. So I'm listening to y'all, like, who the African inventors? Do y'all know these folks is playing so hard in our faces? This is what you call paper genocide. I typed in African inventors. They got George Washington Carver. They got Madam C.J. Walker. They got kinfolk, the Black Americans. And when you Google it, this is what it says: the African inventors.
That's crazy. Yeah, because the black American are these misnomers that they put us
so-called
under.
African Americans.
Exactly. So and then but you look up you look up Carver though. You do his genealogy history. He has native. It's American. We know it's American Indian, but they'll tell you he has Native American blood.
And then
they tell you he has black. That's what's
exactly why we gotta work hard on making sure that
Wikipedia, they don't call us African American, though. They call us American.
Real quick, y'all. Whatchamacallit? What's your name? Stretch World Traveler. I'm muting you. You getting on my last goddamn nerve in this goddamn chat. You can come up on the goddamn panel if you got something to say. Other than that, you gonna be on mute. If you got something to say, request stuff. Other than that, shut up.
Yeah, and that's exactly why we need to work on changing that census. We gotta get that shit off the fucking census. We got to off the census and everything.
Might as well go back to the cons. Might as well be a con. Be a con. That's it.
No, we
Because
gotta
they add on that name to
that
everything.
they gonna take serious in court. Can't go up in there talking about we some cons. No.
Yeah, but that's why they create the word convict, or they create the word con to throw you away. Look at it: Constitution, country, county. That's why they use that word con. So when we hear the word con, we think right away criminal,
Appreciate it,
right?
brother.
But they're not
No, I
telling you
wasn't
to be
thinking
convicted.
that at all. I don't know what I
To
was
be
thinking.
convicted, to be convicted is to move with conviction, right? Which means somebody that knows. So a con is somebody that knows. They're moving with conviction. They know what they know. So when they want us to stay away from that word con, definitely, because they know that if you ever look at ancient Egyptian, they tell you the Lord of the Su. It's called Khonsu, which is the moon, the first, the Khans, the hunters, right? Yeah. So we have. That's why you get
the Khan people. Yeah, it was big. It was a big tribe, but
even now,
we gotta go. We gotta.
Came way later. The Khan came way later. Way.
But we gotta.
Yeah.
But listen, we gotta do something like now that we under this construct of League of Needs and everything. We have to do something that's like legally bond us. That can legally bond us to the land. Like stuff
why
like
you think they call
American, stuff like original American can
they call it Viet Cong.
bond us.
Why do you think they call the Nagas that build the Naga temple in Vietnam? They call them Viet Cong. Just look and see the word. Even for the queen of Sudan, the leader of the whole empire, the whole what they call Ethiopia, whatever, it's called a Candice. You see what I'm saying? We have to see what our ancestors was calling our emperors and our elders. Was the big name. It was called a Khan. That's why you would say African American. They're not
I don't think nobody disagreeing with you. It's just the legalese part of it. We gotta like so. Penn would have to get with the people to see if that can legally bond us, back to the land. So when we go and fight and get this land back, we can be legally bond to this shit. That's just all that. That's just all that.
South America right now, right?
They believe in karma if they don't believe in nothing else. They believe in karma. And they know they've not only did black people bad, but they've done every other race bad as well. They put the Japanese on reservations, just like they doing the.
They should have known though. We come from the baby boomers, and the baby boomers' grandchildren. The YNs are even worse than us. They should have known they couldn't have kept us asleep for that long. But they couldn't do it forever because we wide awake now.
Why? And they mad. So he's in the White House talking about y'all woke. He don't like that word, woke. Yeah, he keep talking about woke. Yeah, we woke. I posted on my page on Facebook all the time, stay woke. Because if you stay woke, you won't go to sleep.
They don't understand what that means. They take everything that we talk about and bend it up to something else.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because woke ain't a group. Woke ain't an organization. Woke ain't a place you can walk into. It's just knowing where you at and how you think in the right way. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Stay informed, I say. You things are going down. I keep telling people there's getting ready to be another shutdown. I told them something was coming through. When COVID hit, I was working at the census group. I was the only black woman over there. They picked with me over there. And I said, something getting ready to happen. Because y'all still ain't ready to love one another. Next thing I know, COVID shut the whole building.
They ain't got no road themselves.
Now COVID's out again, you know that?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to tell you. I'm about to ask you what's going on over there in California, because in Ohio it's spiking back up again. So they say.
My grandbaby, 11 months old, got COVID again.
Oh man.
One of my friends, she got COVID. So be careful when you go in these grocery stores. That's where you pick the stuff up. In the grocery stores where all these people are coming in and out, I wear my mask again because I have a compromised immune system.
Right.
So I've had COVID once, and by me having asthma, that was the worst. I thought I was going to die on the spot. You can't breathe. Like somebody put plastic over you. So yeah, it's skimming again. But I was trying to think, what is this they keep saying that's coming? I had it on the tip of my tongue. There's another disaster that's coming. They talking about might shut us down, where we might not have no electricity, no water. I've been stacking up on water. I got a generator. I can't think of what the hell.
Have you heard of Brent?
No way. It has to be. They had to have redone it or something.
Maybe so.
Like, I'm older. I'm pretty sure I'm older.
It came out in 2002. Yes, girl.
I'm pretty sure I remember watching it in the basement. And
the what and leave the what? Him with that Winnie the Pooh shirt with the cutout on the stomach was crazy. That was so crazy. Them niggas came into Jamaica and tore that shit up. They extorted the motherfucking police and everybody else.
I don't remember it.
Teddy Bruckshots. I know a nigga that looked just like Teddy Bruckshots. I'm trying to tell you.
In real life.
In real life.
About 50 times. Bob Marley's son is fine as fuck.
He was so fine. And then when we hit
his little role in that movie.
We hit that girl in that shower. Cause
don't the other dude look like Future a little bit? Look like Future to me.
He looked like a cross between like Flavor Flav, Bobby Brown, and honestly.
Bro, literally, bro. This the second time I have to pull the list up, bro.
Bro, these people are idiots. I'm sorry, bro. These people, and like the dude right down in the bottom, bro, he's the biggest idiot in here. I'm
so dumb. Why am I so dumb? Tell me.
Upper left. Him feeling better now and shit. That's beautiful.
That is.
That is gorgeous.
Revelation also says there's fire-breathing dragons. And literally no one in the history of humanity has ever encountered or seen a fire-breathing dragon.
Yeah, I don't know.
That only exists in mythology.
I haven't read anything that says anything about a fire-breathing dragon in the Bible.
It's literally in Revelation.
Yeah, but in Revelations, it's talking about the constellations. It talks about Virgo as being the virgin and the moon being in her stomach at a time before Christ returns. It talks about her head being crowned with 12 stars. Like, that's talking about the constellations and the signs that will be in heaven before Christ returns.
April, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just telling you what the Bible says.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, that's actually talking about the constellations. If you read it clearly, you'll see it.
So, what about the Leviathan in Job?
I mean, we don't know what the Leviathan means. It's a
fire-breathing dragon.
In the water. It doesn't say
literally
that.
says it's a fire-breathing dragon. The Leviathan. It literally says that in Job.
Can you tell me the scripture? Because I haven't read that.
Job 41, 12 through 34. It's all up in there. Numerous of times. It features the dragon and its ability to breathe fire and shoot out fire.
Well, some things are also like not literal, but too. It's not in the literal context.
April, what makes you think Jesus was a real person? Anybody saw him or anybody wrote about him during his time of existence or even right after it?
You have the Bible, and then you also have apocrypha texts. You have the historian Josiah that wrote about him.
Josiah,
or Josephus or whatever. I don't know his name.
Josephus?
I can't remember exactly.
You all right? But I wanted to ask you something.
Come on.
I said I want to ask you something in the panel.
I said, come on.
I'm trying to figure out how to put it. There's some things that I've been knowing, not that I believe or I feel it's gonna happen. A great catastrophic event. That's gonna happen.
You can stop right there. You can stop right there.
I was gonna stop right there.
All right, this catastrophic event is not gonna be what you think it is. Did you hear about that sister that's above you right there? What she just
experienced? The issue.
I know. Listen. Are you gonna listen, Mr.
No,
Willie?
I came on late. I came on at the end.
Are you gonna listen?
Yeah.
All right. That sister above you, she experienced something in the spirit on the physical plane, right? But it actually happened. It actually happened. But it happened in the spirit first. And she felt it in the earthly life. So I'm saying that to say this.
So,
yeah.
That's the honest God truth. And, and I was feeling you earlier.
Yeah, exactly.